I'm Ed Dabney, and this is Aussie. He's a 10-year-old thoroughbred, and he's going to be our model today as we show you some saddling tips. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is put the pad on, of course. But before you put that pad on, you want to check it and make sure there's not any dirt on there, or maybe briars or pine needle or anything like that that might stick into the horse. And you can look at it and see, but then you also want to run your hand across it, because there may be a sticker or something on there, a little briar or something that you wouldn't see, but you'd feel it, there, and then you'd be able to pick that out and get it out of there so it doesn't rub into your horse and cause a sore on him. So make sure the underside of your pad is nice and clean. All right, and then we're gonna carry that to the horse under your left arm like this. Just fold it up, holding it under your arm. That way you have your right hand free. So when you approach your horse, you can rub him on the neck, let him know where you're located, and you're going to move to the shoulder. The shoulder is a good, safe place for you to be with the horse, because the front feet move mostly forward and backward, so he can't reach out and strike you. If you're standing by the shoulder, you're far enough ahead so the back foot doesn't reach up and cow kick you from there. You've got your right hand on the neck, so your elbow can block like that to keep his nose out there so he doesn't bite you. So a lot of the things that we talk about in our horsemanship are safety techniques to keep you safe in the things that you're doing around your horse. Okay? Now, I know most of your horses are just fine for tossing the saddle pad up there, but you want to have a good, smooth technique that works with the spookiest horse or a green horse, that'll keep you safe and be a good technique for it. All right, so we're rubbing him, letting him know where we're located, and then we're going to just sort of hug this pad onto him. I'm going to be looking at the spot where I want it to land, just behind the shoulder blade, and I'm going to just swing that up there, hug it onto him, and look at him and smile there. So we're just kind of hugging that saddle pad on. Then we want to have that pad a little farther forward than you think you're going to need it. So you're going to have it a little farther forward so you can slide it back into place. And when you slide that back, it's smoothing the hair down there, so you don't have the horse's hair sticking up from underneath the pad, and that would cause an irritation or maybe a sore there. So we're smoothing that hair down by sliding that pad back into place and just kind of letting it settle into its home spot there. Okay? When you go to get your saddle off the rack, and you'll notice that I've put the pad on from the horse's right side, and I'm also going to put the saddle on from the horse's right side. We do way too much on the left side all the time. We're always on the left side of the horse, where we catch the horse, halter him, lead from there, we saddle, we bridle, we mount, we dismount, we do everything on the left side of the horse. And some horses develop sort of a right side issue, where they don't really want you to be on the right side. They're not comfortable maybe with you on their right side. So I like to try to do a lot of things on the right side of the horse, on both sides, so that the horse gets evened up and he's comfortable seeing the human out of both eyes. Okay. Plus, when you're saddling from the right side, it saves you a trip around, because you're already there to let your cinches down. Okay. So when you pick your saddle up off of the rack, you're going to have your left hand at the base of the cantle here, and your right hand on the front of the skirt. You'll just pick it up and then just turn it and set it right up on your hip, just like that. So you're carrying it like a stack of books or a baby, holding on your hip right there. So your arm is coming across the seat, and you're able to just rest the fleece side of the saddle. Just rest that right on your hip, and it also has your right hand free. And you'll see why it's important to have your right hand free in just a minute when we come back.